We're here today in the heart of CBD at Newport Residences, the former Fuji Xerox building that will be transformed into a freehold mixed development. Now, this exciting project is developed by CDL, a very well-renowned developer both in Singapore as well as globally. They are well known, of course, for the quality finishes that they have built for so many quality homes around the world. And so now this is a very exciting project that is going to be an icon, a home, and of course an address for a long time to come. My name is Ainsley. Let's go meet Ken Low, our managing partner. So Ken, we are situated at the old CBD. Are there any exciting news that will be coming up to spruce up this whole entire area?
So Newport Residences is located in the Anson Precinct within the CBD. I think that this place is super exciting because it is like a blank canvas that will be rewritten by the government in the next decade. Namely, there were three major transformations that will take place all around Newport Residences. Greater Southern Waterfront, which we are just doorstep to it. Marina Bay area where so much possibility that will happen over there. And of course, the last one, the most important, is the rejuvenation of the entire CBD, the process that has already started to take place.
Okay, cool. So tell us a little bit more about the first point. You mentioned Greater Southern Waterfront.
Newport Residences is located just beside the Keppel Viaduct. And just across the Keppel Viaduct is where the Greater Southern Waterfront is. I think we all know that the Greater Southern Waterfront spans across a total of 30 kilometers, over 2,000 hectares of land. It runs all the way from your Pasir Panjang area to your Marina Bay. So we are located at the heart of this Greater Southern Waterfront. Based on the last updates by the government, Greater Southern Waterfront, the transformation will take place in the next 5 to 10 years. It was slated to move to Pasir Panjang Port to free up land for the transformation of Greater Southern Waterfront in 2027. But the ports have already moved. So I think this area is already ready for transformation. Most importantly, Newport Residences is located just beside it, where the heart of Greater Southern Waterfront is, and this is also where the transformation will start taking place. This entire area will become a waterfront leaf work playland. You expect residentials to start coming in, bistros, boardwalks, cafes, restaurants, you have offices, institutions, everything that will line up across this entire area. This is going to be an extension of what we have already seen in Marina Bay, which is already a tourist attraction, an international icon. Greater Southern Waterfront is going to be 6 times the size of Marina Bay. As you live in Newport Residences, you get to witness this transformation in front of your eyes. And of course, because we are so near to the port, it also means that there are a large proportion of the units that will enjoy unparalleled sea views.
Okay. How about the second point? The Marina Bay white sites you were saying, right?
So we have a lot more white sites that are actually coming up. And all these white sites eventually, again, is a blank canvas. We are super near to it. Other than the Greater Southern Waterfront, you also have this endless news of new buildings, new mixed developments coming up. And I think this entire area will be spruced up in a sense.
Very nice. And moving on to your third point earlier on, you mentioned that the CBD rejuvenation, right? Tell me a little bit more about how do you envision it, what's going to happen?
So I think because the CBD has always been dated, we are used to seeing full commercial buildings, the old ones that were running across Shenton Way and Robinson Road. The government do recognize this, which is why they have created a CBD incentive scheme, a scheme to motivate landowners and developers to rebuild and reinvent their buildings. So what they are offering are increased plot ratio. One example is if today you're going to rebuild your office tower, your full commercial building into a first level commercial and residential at the top, they will actually give you an additional 30% on your plot ratio. So that's a very big incentive and a motivation for a lot of building owners and developers like CDL to rebuild the buildings. But I think it's a very smart move because the government can use a very short period of time and the strength of all private owners to rejuvenate the CBD in that sense.
Wow, that sounds really exciting. Now, Ken, do share a little bit more about this area. Are there any other things to expect as a homeowner, as a buyer here? What can they expect in future?
All this while, the CBD has been a bit colder because of all the full commercial buildings that have been sprouting around. I think the government do recognize this, which is why they have designed this rejuvenation program to make CBD into a very car-like area. They even have thoughts of transforming one main artery of the CBD, which is a Robinson Road, into a transit priority lane, which means it may potentially become a bus lane only. What they will try and do is to expand the sidewalks. You will then have a lot of these bistros, you have people basking along the sidewalks, you have restaurants, you have cafes, alfresco dining. So you can already imagine how the CBD will look like in future. Even the building design has already been thought out by URA. So they don't want to see large blocks of buildings sprouting around anymore. They want to see where you have buildings with public spaces, connections, where people can walk through from buildings to building. It is no longer your old, hardcore urban forest. It will become a place where families would love to live in. You can just walk around, enjoy the lifestyle.
So Ken, I think it's time we go and check out the model. The model is really, really impressive. Let's head to the model, Ken.
Let's go.
Now guys, look at this mixed development. Look at that, it looks really, really special. I want Ken to share with us a little bit more about what is going on.
So Ainsley, in fact, a few months back when this image was circulating around and they say it was Newport Residences, I thought it was an image taken out of a sci-fi movie. It looks super futuristic.
Yeah, it does.
Right? It really is the real image and the facade of how Newport Residences will be like. So I think CDL has engaged a very reputable Japanese architect. The name Nikken Seke, architect behind our rear corridor, and also the Tokyo Sky Tree. So I think it's come out with a very beautiful design, and you can see how he has used the cascading green to create like a vertical garden within the CBD. Usually with very fanciful facade design, the functionality of the layouts within will be compromised. In order to negate this point, they have also engaged ADDP, who is well known for their space planning and the functionality of their layouts, to marry these two architects together to perfect Newport Residences. Beautiful design on the facade, functionality of the layouts within.
Right. Looking at this lovely design, I also noticed 3 different MRT stations around here. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Closest one will be your Prince Edward MRT station. CDL is tasked to build a link bridge to AIG building. And through AIG building, that's where you will link to your Prince Edward MRT station. Of course, if you want to walk the other way around, you can actually link to Cantonment MRT station. If you walk up towards the northern part, you actually can link to the Tanjong Pagar MRT, which is about 6 minutes walk away, and that is along your east-west line. So I think the accessibility towards these 2 MRT lines are pretty important. The Circle Line will be completed in 2026, right before the TOP of Newport Residences. And I think with this completion of the Circle Line, it will boost property prices around because 40-50% of the stations are all catered for Greater South Waterfront.
For sure. Oh, that's really amazing. Thanks for sharing us the connectivity of the MRTs and all that. Now, looking at this, I noticed there are different levels in this mixed development, like, level 1, level 2 to level 9. Tell us a little bit more.
So we are a very tall building, and I think the segregation of all the different components in this mixed-use development is pretty clear, very easy to understand. We are all the way up to 45 stories high. On the ground level, we have 7 F&B restaurants. So you provide immediate dining options for residents within Newport.
Very nice.
And then as we move on to level 2 to level 9, that is where we have the Newport Tower, which houses the Grade A offices. As we move up to the level 10 to 22, that is where we have a new concept service apartment. From level 23 onwards to level 45 will be where Newport Residences is.
Okay, very cool. So Newport Residences from level 23 all the way to level 45. Now, tell us a little bit more about the views. Being so high up, what are the views that they can expect?
So I think it's one rare development where the developer has pushed the residential right to the top. So even if you buy the lowest level on Newport Residences, as long as you are facing Keppel Road or Tanjong Pagar Road, even the lowest level will give you an unparalleled sea view. If you are facing the back towards Bernam Street, of course we know that there's another development behind us. From level 35 onwards, you will have clear city view. So I think these 3 facings will give you beautiful views either of the sea or the city.
Alright, so it's about time that we go and understand the model itself. So let's check out the model, shall we? And so we're here at the model of Newport Residences. Looks amazing. Can you bring us through all the details?
So Newport Plaza is sitting on a land size of close to 55,000 square feet. Newport Residences have a total of 246 units of 1 bedrooms all the way to 4 bedrooms, including 1 super penthouse that is close to 13,000 square feet. So now we are standing at the back of where Newport Residences is. Over here, we are actually along Bernam Street. So what we can see, this is the entrance to where the basement car park is. So this is a quiet street for residents to slow down their pace as they turn back into the residences. And of course, we have a taxi stand that will provide convenience for residents as well as the office workers. Down here, the developer will create a public plaza where people will have access to flow through to the F&B restaurants. And I think that's the concept of how URA wants the rejuvenation of CBD to look like. Instead of just big blocks of buildings, they want to see streets and squares. There's a lot more connectivity for pedestrians to be walking through.
Understood. Okay.
And that would then make it into a more car-like environment that is more livable for families that will come into this area. So instead, just now, the facing that we were at, those were the units that will be facing the city view.
Okay.
And now we are here on the other side, which is Anson Road. What you can see here is actually an elevated pedestrian link that will be built by CDL, providing convenience for people to be flowing through a sheltered walkway all the way to AIG building that's on the opposite, and then link to your Prince Edward MRT station. So from here, you also can see from level 2 to level 9, where the Grade A offices are. This will be managed by CDL themselves. What is interesting is this has created that cascading step up along the facade of the building. So these offices actually consist of 6 sky gardens over here, which will add on a very nice touch for office workers to have a breather of space, to have some alfresco and some greens to boost up their working environment. So from level 10 to level 22 will be where the service apartments will be. And then of course, as we move over here, this is where the main entrance of Newport is. So this is where you drive in, where we have 3 dedicated lift lobbies, namely for your residential, the service apartments, and the offices.
Okay.
And the residential lift lobby has been done up so nicely with that super huge double volume ceiling height.
Wow.
That is very, very grand. You will also be greeted by the residential concierge service that is home-bred by CDL themselves. They're super proud of this team. Along this entire level 1 area, of course, you have a very nice arrival water feature with 7 restaurants that will be along this area. So you have dining options right at your doorstep.
Very nice.
So the residences will start from level 23 all the way to level 45, and then the roof garden right at the top.
Right.
The facilities are all along the different levels, starting off level 25 where we have the kids play area.
Sure.
So you have kids garden where you have your playground and everything located inside there. On level 29, we have our yoga and viewing deck. That's where you get a fantastic view of your Greater Southern Waterfront and the sea. And then of course, as we move up to the level 34 is where we have our Club Vista. This entire level is actually a sky terrace itself. We have our gyms, our function room, our co-working spaces, social pods that are located all around the area. And I think the landscape architect has done a good job to make it into like a very nice large greenery with forested area to immerse yourself within that space and yet at the same time get views all around. On level 37 is where we have our fitness garden. The views over there will be overlooking the city across from Burnham Street. Next up, we have level 41. That is your co-working space. Lastly, and the most important one will be the Newport Sky. On Newport Sky, you actually have a very nice sky pool. We also have a sky club. It's like a function room, but you have a very nice dining area that you can host with a view. So imagine living in a unit here, other than the fantastic view that you get from your own unit. You get to enjoy various facilities, various purposes at different heights. Different facing of the views, and that's really an amazing place to live in. As you look at this facade of the building, you really need to appreciate the curvature of this facade itself. The architect has also played around with lightings where the lights across the whole tower can be dimmed, right? And it's operating from all the way to 11 PM. You turn it off. They have brighter light tones for festive season.
Right.
It's going to be an icon in Anson. In the CBD itself.
Beautiful, beautiful. I think it's time we check out the show units. Cannot wait to show you guys how it looks like. So we're here in one of the 2 show units of Newport, and of course we have got Bala here, our cluster head, who'll be sharing with us a little bit more. This first one is going to be a 2-bed, 2-bath, 2-bedroom premium, 710 square feet. Share with us what are some of the views that we can expect. I understand that each of the bedrooms and the living room all share the same views.
So when I first came across Newport Residences, right, what attracted me was the 2-bedroom units, at least minimally 2 stacks, will give you unblocked sea views.
Oh, nice.
So our residences starts from the 23rd to the 44th floor, 45th being the penthouse unit.
Right.
So having said that, you are assured of very good unblocked sea views.
Maybe you can share with us what are some of the unique layout features that actually makes it more livable for you here.
Newport Residences comes with marble flooring, regardless of the bedroom type. One unique thing which I also noticed, the common rooms are a little bit more sizable. Normal developments, your common rooms ranges from about 8 to 9 square meters. We are at about 10.3. So that gives you very good space for your layout.
I agree.
It's a dumbbell concept. Space efficiency is at its best. You have a dedicated dining corner at the back. Every unit in Newport Residences comes with this iCool ceiling fan, which is provided for the living room.
So on to a 4-bedroom premium unit right now. This is a 2067 square feet unit, 4-bed, 3-bath, excluding your WC and your powder room. Bala, share with us about this huge space that we have here.
Okay, so you can feel the space around us. Very squarish layout, huge space. You have a good depth of about 5.2 meters by about 11 meters. And where do you normally get this kind of a setting is inter-terraces or landed houses. You have your dry kitchen, your dining area to the back. You can host parties. Another unique feature which I realized, so normally for 4-bedroom units, it's very common for the entrances to come in from the service yard. For this 4-bedroom unit, the unique thing which I like is your entrance is brought out, right? And having said that, even when you enter the residences, it gives you enough privacy because you don't get to see the living room area.
Right, the living and dining is kind of blocked.
And your bedrooms are all tucked onto one end, giving you very unblocked views towards your upcoming transformation, which is your Greater Southern Waterfront.
So moving on to our dry and wet kitchen, I find it very special that our dry kitchen and our island is kind of aligned together, which gives us this very nice working space. A big island top. Maybe you can share with us a little bit more.
I think this is a very nice setup. So it gives you the kind of a space which you need for preparations.
Yeah, I think you're right. The flow is really very nice. Looking at this island top here, it looks really nice. Tell me a little bit more.
So large format marble look-alike tiles. That blends in very well with the flooring which is of marble. You have your high-end appliances provided. You have your fridge, washer and dryer by Diditric. Cooker hood, hob by Vizo. So we are in the master bedroom of the 4-bedroom. All the bedrooms are tucked in one corner. So from the master onwards, lined up will be your 2 common rooms followed by your junior master, which will all give you views towards your Greater Southern Waterfront, towards the sea. I think that is something not very common in all developments. So with a king-size bed, you can feel the space for yourself. You have a walk-in closet. You can even fit in a study table or an office desk, and you still have very good leg room for you to move around.
So I think in summary, Newport Residences presents an endless opportunity, quite limitless in terms of how they will grow in the future. I would not say even in like 10 years, I would say it will continue to grow in decades to come. I think firstly, with Greater Southern Waterfront unfolding in front at our doorstep, which will take place maybe starting from a few years from now, running all the way to beyond 2040, the potential is immense. Secondly, we are within the CBD rejuvenation program, and Newport Residences is one of the first few to undergo this. We are seeing more aggressive applications now from building owners of older buildings. So we expect more and more new mixed-use developments coming up in the CBD, and we expect prices of this residential to be higher and higher each time. And of course, last but not least, we are just beside the Marina Bay area, where you have the largest area of white sites. I think the government will release these lands year on year for the next maybe decade or even few decades. I believe the land prices will keep increasing. The sale price for this residential will also keep increasing because it will increase alongside with the completion of Greater Southern Waterfront. So with these 3 factors itself, I think Newport opportunity and appreciation is pretty limitless. Very, very strong potential in this area within a very exciting zone that is going to transform. Most importantly, the architectural design of Newport Residences is futuristic, it's timeless.
For sure.
It's built by a reputable developer, CDL, and because of its freehold tenure, I think all this points towards a very good choice for investment and homestay.
So there we have it. That was the end of our SRI New Home Showcase. If you want to check out Newport Residences, do approach any of your preferred SRI salesperson, and we will see you right here at the show flat. My name is Ainsley.
I'm Ken.
And we'll see you guys next
you.
time. Bye-bye.
Bye.